Next question is from Miriam M.A. What do you think about the creatine loading phase?
Yeah, I went back and forth with this for a while. So when creatine first hit the market in the 90s, they suggested that you, for a week, take 20 grams a day, and then after that, take what's called a maintenance phase of 5 grams a day. And the theory was that you saturate your creatine stores, and then all you need is 5 grams a day to maintain that. And then I went back and forth. So I did that, and then I read some studies.
Because you're probably thinking it's a bit of a hustle, like a marketing hustle to get you through the actual amount of creatine, right?
Yeah, so you're just taking a ton of it all at once. And then I went kind of back on the other end. I said, well, studies actually show that you'll get creatine stores up just fine by taking 5 grams a day. But then I read more studies that show that
faster, though.
That is true, but you get them up there faster.
Yeah.
So if you're starting creatine and you want to get those maximum creatine stores up faster, then loading, I guess, has some benefit. But I mean, how much faster does it get it up? A week or two faster?
I mean, I've trained myself since I was a kid to do the loading phase. So if I've been off of creatine for a while, I don't go like where I'm tripling or even doubling. I just do a heavy scoop for that first week or so. I just real generous when I'm scooping the creatine in. That's kind of what I do.
Now, here's what's interesting too about creatine is, so 5 grams a day is like the standard dose for most people to take. For the brain boosting or cognitive boosting effects, I had this conversation with Mike Matthews. We had him on the podcast, and he brought this up, and I talked to him about it afterwards. More creatine might be beneficial for the cognitive effects. So like 10 grams a day. So I've been experimenting with that. I haven't noticed anything just yet. So it's 2 scoops instead of 1.
How's that feel? How's that sit in your stomach?
No problem. I have no issues with creatine. Do you find any issues with it?
Just a certain amount. Well, I'll feel it a bit in the stomach. So I think
never bothered me either.
Individual.
I've heard some people like that too.
Yeah, there's and then
isn't that where the pitch on the other types of creatines came to, was because it does upset some people's stomach, and so then they have different delivery systems.
Now I've gotten around that with clients. So I would say out of 10 clients, maybe 1 might be like, oh, I get a little upset stomach. I just have them divide the dose. So instead of doing 5 grams at once,
spread it out.
Yeah, I'll have them do like 3 smaller servings.
That's what I did.
Or do it with food, and they don't notice any issues. The other things you could do is take creatine with sodium or alpha lipoic acid, which we talked about earlier, which increases absorption. So if you're trying to get those creatine stores to move up faster, then combining it with sodium or carbohydrates or alpha lipoic acid should also kind of do the trick.